Google. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. We are kicking off our third hackathon in the community with Codecademy today. And what we're hoping to do today is answer as many questions as we can about participating in the hackathon, what to do, what you're expected to do, what you're expected to submit for the hackathon, as well as answering questions about judging or prices or anything else that has to do with the hackathon. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen, and I'm going to walk you through some of the details, everybody. Here we go. All right. I think if I go in presentation mode, it will look like big for everybody, right? Great. All right, so, well, Community Hackathon number 3, build a site with Codecademy Workspaces. So if you haven't heard, Codecademy has this thing called Workspaces now, and it looks a lot like a code sandbox that you can do online. So you can code, you can edit it, you can share with people, and you can run your code online. And the obvious benefit of that is that you have your code on the cloud. So anything happens to your files, or you go to another device or something, all you have to do is log into codecademy.com to get your code. So the overview for today, and don't worry, everybody, we'll be sharing these slides after the presentation. So you can take notes now or just look at the slides later. We are going to be talking about the timeline, the judgings, and the prizes for the Community Hackathon number 3. The timeline, as you can see, is split in 4 parts. The kickoff is today, and that's when the signups for the team start. And you can sign up for your team all the way between now and Monday, December 13th at 9 a.m. That's when we're going to have the cutoff to sign up for your team. The project submission deadline, that is when we are expecting you to submit your work and that you've done for this hackathon. And that will be Friday, December 17th at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's New York City time. And the awards live stream will be the following Wednesday, December 22nd at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Some questions that you might have right now is, what happens if I submit my work late? Well, it doesn't get submitted. That's why it's a deadline. What happens if I can't attend the awards live stream? Well, you should try to have at least one member of your team be there, because that way we can, give you proper clout and recognize your hard work during the week of the hackathon. But obviously, if there's absolutely no chance for you to show, just let us know. Judging. We have 3 judges with us from Codecademy, the curriculum team, and the three of them are here with me in the call. We'll have some Q&A after we explain the rules. Don't worry, and you can ask them any questions that you may have about submitting work, submitting your or running through the hackathon. Prizes. So there's 2 prizes. It depends on what you prefer. You can either get free pro with Codecademy, or you can get some sweet code merch like t-shirts. So some people like the swag. Some people like the free pro for access to the catalog. Depends on you. Hackathon theme. We are going to be focusing in the holidays and the holiday spirit, which is usually you want to help people, you want to be generous. So what we are hoping is that every team that will participate in this hackathon will build a site to their favorite cause or their favorite nonprofit organization. Imagine that you've been hired by them to build them a website, sort of thing. And you build the prototype for the website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We want to keep it simple. So don't worry too much about frameworks or other more advanced techniques in web development. And what you're going to deliver to us is the source code of your work, of your team's work, has a Codecademy workspace and a screen recording demo of 5 minutes or less explaining your work. So this is going to help the judges see better what you meant when you were working on your project, because sometimes code might be buggy, or because it's a prototype, it might not work as perfectly as you intended it. So with this live demo, you have a chance to voice over your work and explain to the judges what you were trying to accomplish, or what you would have tried to do if you had more time or more resources. For the judging guidelines, we are going to use 3 criteria: creativity, design quality, and the live demo. So I think that they're self-explanatory, these categories: creativity, innovation, cleverness, the looks of it, how you use your code, the ways that you're trying to be, do away from templates or what websites typically look like and be more personalized to you, or what you think your vision for this website is. The design quality, obviously, websites have images, assets, fonts, titles, everything that has to do with the design of your website. And the live demo, obviously. We're hoping that you will put some time in that screen recording and make it as easy for us to judge as possible. You're going to be scoring 5 points per category. And at the end during the award ceremony on Wednesday, the 22nd, we'll be sharing how all the teams are stacked up. So full transparency. For the live demo, I'm sure that you have some questions. Well, this live demo, what is it? How? What should we do? The live demo, there's some bullet points here for you to read. Essentially, we're hoping that it will be the equivalent of you sharing your work face-to-face with us. So if you had, imagine, homework from school and you're sharing it with your professor, this is sort of that idea of you want to record your screen, you want to show the website, you want to show us what you did, what your team worked on, the functionality of your website, anything that you're proud of, anything, maybe you have drop-down menus, maybe you have dark mode, maybe you have images that carousel through the website or links, or, anything that you come up with and you want to showcase to us and the judges, feel free to include that in your demo. And obviously try to make the demo be as easily watchable as possible. That's why we recommend, for example, tools like Loom, where you can record your screen, upload it to the cloud, and then all you have to do is share the link with us. But if you do something more traditional, like screen recording software on your computer, then make sure that you upload it to a place like Google Drive, Dropbox, or somewhere where you can give us a link to the video, because otherwise we won't be able to watch it. Deliverables, like I was saying, your code and the live demo, just two things. Once you sign up with your team, and we have a list of all the teams, we'll be contacting you with further details on how to submit your live demo and how to submit your code. But like I explained at the very beginning, Codecademy Workspaces works a lot like any other cloud-based IDE. So as you work there and you run your code, you will have a button that says share publicly, and you will just be sharing that with us, the judges, before the deadline submission. And that's what we will use to look at your code and see what you did and judge you for it. All participants team will get an email. Yeah, so like I said, you will get an email once you sign up with your team. Yes. The awards, free month of pro for every team member that you have, or merchandise. I think the t-shirt is pretty sweet. I'm wearing my hoodie right now from Codecademy. If you want to represent and you want to flex around your friends and your family that you learn at Codecademy, I think choosing the merch might be a better idea, but up to you. I think both prices are cool. At the end of the day, hackathons are all about learning and working and collaborating with other people. So even if you don't think that you have a chance to win, or even if you think that maybe you don't know enough to win the competition itself is still a great catalyst for you to focus in doing something. A lot of times we have people at Codecademy that are learning with us, but they struggle finding projects to build or things to do. So take this as a cue of something that you could be learning. You could be building what you're learning with Codecademy. All right, so that's all the information we have for you today. I hope that was pretty clear and self-explanatory. Like I said, we'll be sharing this information with you later. Let's go to the Q&A. I'm going to stop my screen sharing. All right, let's check the chat. So any questions that we might have? Let's see.
Dennis earlier asked, can I find a team to join if I'm alone? Would you want to answer that?
Yes. So let me just type it in the chat real quick. So we have a Discord server. And what you can do, Lil also share that. So we have a Discord server for our community. What I highly recommend that you do is go to your Discord server, and we have a channel specifically called Find a Teammate under the Hackathon category. Go there and say that you're looking for a teammate. Or if somebody's already looking for teammates and you're also looking for teammates, just message them or tag them instead of posting your own. Up to you, but we're going to have that channel set up for there. Some people are saying, can we use some libraries like 3JS, jQuery? I don't know, judges, what do you think? Is that what What do you think?
Sure. I don't see why not. We made I guess like we said, you should be creating a CSS, JS, HTML website because we don't want you to be constrained about having to use those frameworks. But if you already know those frameworks, or if you want to even try learning a framework during the week of the hackathon, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Great. Yeah, that's. I think that kind of summarizes the idea pretty well. Thank you, Yuan. The idea is that we want this to be accessible to anyone. So even if you only know HTML, we want you to also submit something and work on this because it's just fun. But if you know advanced frameworks, feel free to use those too. We just feel that it's more about what you build and how you build it at this point, even though you get scored for some of that. But we mostly just want to see the creativity and the design of the website itself. We have questions here about, oh, yeah.
We specifically in the judging criteria do not include like complexity as part of what you're being judged on. This is about creativity and the message you're showing and your ability to demonstrate it. Feel free to use the tools that you're comfortable with. Don't worry too much about making it super advanced and technical.
Good point. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, I think that's a fair point. Let's see more questions. How do I sign up? I can be a one-man army. So we're hoping that you can build a team of at least 2. It's going to be 2 to 4 people per team. And good point about how you sign up. So let me share this with the chat right now. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Here is the form. So take that form, copy, save it, put it somewhere because this is the only place you're going to find it. So take that form, save it. And that's the form you can use to sign up for yourself and your teammates.
Could we add
questions?
Could we add that link to the video description later? Maybe it'll also be easier to access.
We might. Yeah, we'll look at it and see if we can add it to the description of the video. Let's see. Other questions.
I see one about whether every hackathon is web dev related, and the answer is no. I think I've definitely seen a mobile one as well as a data science one, I think.
Yeah. Yes, hackathon number 2 a couple months back was about mobile development. It was about Swift UI, using the Swift UI course that Codecademy has. So every hackathon changes. We just hope to be as inclusive as we can for all disciplines and all fields. Somebody says frameworks out of JS like Django are allowed. Yeah, so like we said before, like do you want to network pointed out? It's not so much about the tools that you use any tools that you're comfortable with. It's more about the website that you build and how you present it, how you demo it, and why you did it the way you did it. So we won't be judging you. There's no scoring criteria for technicality or difficulty of the code execution. So yes, you can go very deep and build an amazing, super complex website, but just keep in mind that there's no criteria for that in the judging.
But are languages outside of JavaScript, such as Python, allowed for this, I think?
Yeah, because Django is Python based.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I don't see why not.
Really anything on the web goes for me, really. Like if you prefer making websites using Django, sure, why not? Really, like the reason, again, like what Nick said, the reason why we said HTML, CSS, and JS is because we don't want the technical constraints to be a blocker for you to participate in the hackathon.
Great. I think there was a question earlier about video formatting. So just something that we can play, really. I mean, MP4 is pretty standard across the web, but if it's another format, as long as we can play it, it will be okay. If it's a very obscure video format that we can't play, then obviously we won't be able to use it to judge your submission. But if it's a pretty standard video format, it should be okay. Let's see. Can you please tell me what's this hackathon about? Oh, Hamid, well, sorry that you joined late. Don't worry, you can replay this video later. Once this live stream is over, it becomes a video on our YouTube channel, so you can just go replay it back. What is the theme? Just a website? Stefano, so that was part of the presentation. The theme is find a nonprofit organization or cause that you are very passionate about and have your team build a website for that organization or that cause. Is the pro price for monthly or annual subscription? Monthly. So each member of your team will get 1 month of free pro access. Do you need a subscription before you can sign up? No. The hackathon. So I think Workspaces is open free. Am I correct, right? We made them free. Yeah. So all you really need is a login for Codecademy. So once you go to codecademy.com and you're signed in, you will see that there is this area called Workspaces, and you can just create one and work there.
There was also another question about whether you should use backend also. You don't have to, but if you feel like you can and you want to for whatever reason, why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could do a backend, but obviously if you're running your HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you're running your front web development code on something like the Workspaces, it just runs it for you. How can we get all the details after the hackathon is over? So you can rewatch this presentation, obviously, and we will also be contacting all the signed up teams after they've signed up for the hackathon. So like I said, I will share the link again in the chat. That is the form you want to use to sign up for the hackathon. And then we'll follow up with that. Any other questions from anyone? Maybe the cat has a question. David, is the cat a front end or a back end developer?
She's definitely full stack.
Full stack.
I don't know.
It's a full cat.
Back end.
It's full stack cat. The main target is design. Am I right? Well, you're also getting a score for creativity and the live demo. So yes, it's more front end heavy than back end heavy, I would say. That's a fair assumption. Can you put me in a team? So Hamid, we have a community Discord server and we have a channel inside that community server called Find the Team for the hackathon. You should be able to go there and ask people if they are looking for teammates or find your own team. How many should be on a team? 2 to 4, minimum 2, maximum 4 people per team.
Should we do a quick round of intro, my fellow judges?
Sure thing.
David, kick us off.
Sure. So my name is David Patlett. I'm a senior curriculum developer at Codecademy on the web development team. And just my background in general, I study computer science and I've worked as a software engineer and also as a curriculum developer and educator in the tech space. I'll pass it over to you, Jiwon.
Thank you. My name is Jiwon Shin. I am also a senior curriculum developer in the web development domain. A little bit of my background, I also have a CS degree, but I've mostly for the past couple of years have been more in the creative tech space, so creative coding. So if you are interested in it, we have a Learn P5 course that you can also check out and incorporate into the hackathon. Sorry, shameless plug there. And I will pass it over to Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick Stern. I'm a curriculum developer here at Codecademy. I have a background in cloud engineering, and I was a professor of computer science for several years before I joined here.
And I guess I'm not a judge, but I'm here. Hello, I'm Fede, and I'm with the community team at Codecademy.
Sorry, Fede, I thought people would know you well at this point.
You know what? The internet is a really big place.
Oh yeah,
I think we had a question here.
Everyone doesn't know Fede.
do we have to find a non-profit organization, or can we build one based on what we think about? So that's an interesting question. I guess since we are including causes in general as well, it doesn't have to be a specific organization like, Doctors Without Borders or something. If there is just a specific cause that you believe in or that you're passionate about, I think that is fair game to build a website around that too.
Yeah, and I guess if you want to make up a organization based around that cause, go for it. That sounds fun.
I think a good cause could be making David's cat full stack. For the holidays.
Any cat organization is a good organization.
I'm more of a dog person, but we'll let it slip. Can any of you say? Okay, so that's not related to the. Okay, somebody asked about the slow mode in the chat and the team find match. So the reason we added the slow mode is to allow everybody to have a good chance at posting, that they're looking for a teammate. So I think one post every 10 minutes is pretty fair when you're looking for teammates. Like, that's not a channel that we are. If you want to chat with your teammates, or if you find somebody you want to chat with, feel free to tag them in the general channel and other channels that we have on our Discord server and talk to. We want to keep that channel just to find teammates.
I think we have one more question. Does it have to be live website or just code in Workspace?
Well, if it works, when you run the workspace, it will render the website. So if I'm understanding this question correctly, does it have to be a live website? So if you're asking, do you have to host the website? The answer is no. So you can just submit the link to your public workspace to us, to the judges, me, and we'll be able to see your code and to run your code. You don't have to worry about going to DigitalOcean or Heroku or somewhere to host your website. No, it doesn't have to be like a hosted website. It just needs to run. I mean, even if it doesn't run, like we said, it's a prototype. So even if it doesn't run, you can still submit it. Okay. Yeah. Should it be deployed on AWS or Heroku? Nope, not at all. Yeah. No hosting, no problem. Yeah. Workspaces works a lot like Replit or Code Sandbox or things like this, where you can just put your code, hit run, and it renders the website for you on the site. So that's all we need. Okay, well, we are at time. So thank you to the judges and everybody else to stop by. I'm going to share the link to sign up one more time in the chat. There you have it, the form. Feel free to go to Discord if you want to find a teammate. Feel free to use that form to sign up for your team. And also just go anywhere else you're looking for a teammate. I mean, our Facebook group is pretty full of people there. I'm sure that some people are looking for teammates for the hackathon, or find friends and family that in your other social media and all the connections online. You don't have to be a Codecademy student. Just find people. All you need is the Codecademy login. And technically only one person needs the login to use the workspaces. So get creative with it, and hope to see all of you and what you work on next week. Submissions.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. All right. Bye.